6'5", double switch for the Phils. Ruben Amaro comes out to play left field, and the new pitcher will be Mark Leiter. Leiter trying to save this one for Jerry Spradlin. This will be his 44th game. He's won 2, lost 2, 20 saves, a 3.29 ERA. 54 2/3 innings, 43 hits, and 20 earned runs. 49 strikeouts, 24 walks. Opponents hitting .224 against him. And he will be facing the top of the Met order. Brian McRae, Edgardo Alfonzo, and Mike Piazza. So Leiter comes on. Phil's coming back in this game. Trailing a 1.52, have a 6-5 lead. Big inning in the 7th inning when the Phillies scored 3 in the 7th. Wayne Gomes just a great job again this afternoon. 2 innings, 6 up and 6 down, 3 of them by strikeouts. What a job he has done out of the pen this year. You see the bullpen comparison and the starters. Matt Beach ended up throwing over 100 pitches in 4 innings. Charged with 4 runs, but the bullpen has kept it close, and the Phillies have taken the lead. Brian McRae will lead off against Leiter. McRae is nothing for 4. 29,520 to pay crowd here at Shea. 1 strike to McRae. Breaking ball, strike 2. 0-2 to Brian McRae. With a splitter, ball dropped by Lieberthal, but he throws out McRae. So Leiter starts it with a strikeout, 1 down. It'll bring up Edgardo Alfonzo.
Through fastball, breaking ball, and then hard splitter to Brian McRae, and he got him to chase here for the big first out in the 9th.
Alfonzo is singled, walked, popped up, and flied out. Missed inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Just missed, ball 2, 2-0. Two balls and a strike to Alfonzo. High with it, ball 3. Don't want to walk anybody with the Thunder to follow Alfonzo. You've got Piazza on deck, then Butch Huskey, and then John Olerud. Got to try not to have to face Olerud. So Alfonzo is a 1-out base runner for Mike Piazza. There it is. He's high with it. Leiter knows that's something he didn't want to do.
No, and he really threw well to McRae leading off the inning. He was also taking some pitches, trying to get on, and Alfonzo, to his credit, he just wasn't going to swing right away. He was going to see if he could get on and get that go-ahead run to the plate, and he did. That'll send Terry Francona to the water cooler.
Piazza is 1 for 4 this afternoon.
There he is career-wise against Mark Leiter.
Breaking ball missed. 1 ball and no strikes.
Bullpen had done a really good job. The last Mets base runner had been the infield hit by Ordonez in the 5th inning prior to that walk there by Leiter here in the 9th.
Piazza trying to win the game with 1 swing, misses it, 1-1.
Wow, what a battle that was. That's a high fastball. And Leiter just threw it by him.
The outfield playing very deep.
What you come out to the old ballpark for right here. These kind of battles.
Bills lead by a run, bottom half of the 9th inning. Pressing inside, it's 2-1. Terry Francona jotting something on a card just to keep himself occupied.
He takes a lot of notes during games.
Oh, that was close. Didn't get the call, and he's fallen behind Piazza 3-1.
It looked like he threw a breaking ball there, and I think he thought he got it. Jerry Crawford says it's outside, and it was.
Yeah. So now he's in the hole, 3-1 to the dangerous Mike Piazza. Gave him a 3-1 breaking ball and walked him. 2 straight walks, and now Leiter is going to have to, unless he gets a double play from Huskey, he's going to have to face John Olerud. A guy who on Thursday night in the Phillies win here hit a home run off him.
Right, and has hit a home run today.
He waits on deck. Butch Huskey, the batter. Huskey lifetime has been tough on Leiter as well. 6 for 15. Phillies set up their infield, a double play depth, 2 men on base and 1 out. Got that breaking ball over. 1 strike to Huskey. Inside, 1-1. Terry Francona looking calm and cool.
Right.
You know, inside he's not. Missing inside, 2-1.
Well, he's gotten the game to where, the part that he wants it. He's got his closer in the game with a 1-run lead. Now it's up to the players to do the job.
has dug a hole for himself here in the 9th inning. Gave him a 2-1 breaking ball and fooled Huskey, who was swinging fastball.
Did he ever fool him? Huskey's geared into a fastball here. He's ahead in the count, and Leiter throws a hard slider and he chases it. That's a heck of a pitch to throw there, because you go 3-1. Now you almost have to throw a fastball.
Now what do you throw?
I'd throw something off speed to try and take advantage of him being aggressive here, overly aggressive.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out. Got him with a fastball, I think.
It was a running fastball in, a pitch that he really hadn't shown him. Well, I think he did one earlier, one in the count. But I'll tell you what, he wasn't going to let him get extended, so he throws this in. Now, thank goodness he swings over it, because you don't want him dropping the bat head on that. Good pitch by Leiter. 2 outs.
Now he's got to face John Olerud.
Not that big a deal, is it?
You don't want to hear his numbers against Mark Leiter.
I know them. They're awful. He's due to make an out.
10 for 13. Here comes Terry Francona.
You know what this is about? And he doesn't want to say it necessarily, because you don't want to have, the go-ahead run at second base. But, he's going to tell him right here, we do have a base open. We're not going to walk him, but don't let him beat you with something middle in.
Gilkey, who is on deck, is a .350 hitter against Leiter with 2 homers.
Right, but you still have to take your chances that way. Hey, it's pick your poison.
Yeah, pick your poison. What has hurt Leiter is the 2 walks, especially the walk to Edgardo Alfonso with 1 out.
Right, because it got Olerud up, who was the 5th batter in this inning.
Olerud's been at bat twice since entering the game. He has homered. It boils down to Leiter against Olerud.
You can play your infielders back pretty far, too, because Olerud's a very slow runner, and you want to make sure that something doesn't get through. And there you see the infield defense.
2 outs, 2 men on base in the 9th inning. Fastball just missed with it. 1 ball and no strikes.
This game had some moments in it today that weren't too hot, but it sure got good here at the end.
Oh.
Really been entertaining.
Over for a strike, the breaking ball, 1-1 the count to Olerud. Inside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to John Olerud. Game on the line here in the bottom of the 9th. Inside with a slider, 3-1. He won't throw him anything to hit. If he walks in, then they'll take their chances with Gilkey.
Right, that's what that mound conversation was about, as we talked about when Terry Francona went out there, that you do, in fact, have a base open. There's your situation.
In the dirt, walked in to load the bases. So 3 walks in the inning and 2 strikeouts. Olerud didn't get anything to hit. And now it boils down to Leiter against Bernard Gilkey.
Yeah, because all of a sudden your margin for error is history. As you take a look at the bullpen, there are 2 guys left out there, Perez and Vitalico. And it's Leiter's game.
Gilkey has walked, hit a 2-run homer, struck out, and popped up. Gilkey, you also also have to worry a little bit about that splitter. Lieberthal will have to be on his toes with a runner at third base. Just missed with a slider. 1 ball and no strikes. Again with a slider. 2 balls and no strikes to Bernard Gilkey.
Pretty good discipline by Gilkey to stay off both of them, too.
Well, they were both fairly close.
Yep.
He almost has to throw a fastball here. He did, and he missed with it. 3-0 to Gilkey. On 4 pitches to force in the tying run. 4th walk in the inning surrendered by Leiter. We are tied at 6-6.
Here's the 3-0. Great at bat by Gilkey. That's low.
So the pitch around to Olerud certainly didn't work, as he didn't throw a strike to Gilkey in 4 pitches. And he misses with that one. 1-0 to Lopez. Lopez probably he won't swing the bat until he gets a strike.
Well, if he does, you'd be awful surprised.
Got a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Walks in the inning have tied the game. Now without a play, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Blocked by Lieberthal, 2-2.
Some people were heading for the subway. They turned around to watch from the subway platform.
And the Mets have tied it here in the bottom of the 9th on 4 walks. Out Lopez, and will be going extra innings. So he struck out the side and also walked 4 in the inning. 1 run, no hits, no errors. Mets leave him loaded. So we're moving to the 10th inning. We are tied at 6-6.